going? Welcome back to another episode with South Coast Angler. This is the April edition of Fishing at Sandy Point. I'm going to be trying to do a video here once a month, at least once a month anyway. So there's been reports of smoothhounds coming in off the boats, plentiful, just off of Hayling Island, and there's been reports of smoothhounds being caught at this mark where we are today at Sandy Point. So we got crabs and prawns for bait, so we're going to go all out for the smoothhounds. I'm fishing with Neil today. He's also got some squid, so we're going to give it a go. I'm going to put on a single hook pulley rig with a 3/0 crab hook for the crabs, and I'm going to be using a pulley pennel for the prawns. So hopefully today we see our first decent smoothhound of the year, and if not, maybe a bass. So I'm going to get the rod set up, guys, because it is low tide right now, 11:30. So we're going to get the rod set up and get him straight out. Happy days. So we are ready to go. We just need to put some bait on the hooks and then send it out. So we're using the Cockton Rule 3/0 crab hook today for the crab baits. All we got is some small hardback crabs, which I'm just gonna get onto the hook. So I'll take the back legs off, go through the back leg socket and come out the other side, just like that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whip on its legs to the hook, a bit of whipping the other side as well. Just like so. I mean, there probably is other ways to do it, but this is how I do it, and this is how I'm successful catching the smoothhounds. And just like that, it's ready to go. Nice bit of hook exposure down the bottom here. There's a lovely crab bait, ready for a smoothhound to munch up. So we're using it on the simplified pulley rig made by Sea Weights with one of the uncoated Sea Weight leads as well. So we're going to get it cast out and hopefully get a bite. Here we go, so we've got the prawn bait ready to go out as well. I didn't show you how to bait this up. I'd rather do it later because these are still a bit frozen. But as you can see, we've got 2 hooks through that prawn. Happy days. With a lovely green luminous gripper weight by Sea Weights. Let's get her out. There we go, guys. 2 rods are out there. Hopefully, going to catch a smoothhound in a minute. So we've got Neil with us today. He's a smoothhound king on the South Coast Angler YouTube channel. Normally when I do a video, he's the one that catches and I don't, so we shall see. But yeah, we got a lovely little bucket of crabs, and we've got our trusty prawns from Sainsbury's. So hopefully they do the job for us today and bring us our first decent smoothhound of the year. Happy days. So we've been getting a few bites on the prawn rod, this one. We've had a few bites, but we haven't seen any fish. The crab's been coming in stripped, so I'm guessing there's other crabs out there nibbling away at the crabs. But there's no signs of hounds yet. Neil's had a dogfish, so he's happy. He's caught his first beach fish of the year. But yeah, I think there's a few dogs out there, but hopefully the hounds are just round the corner. So the first fish for us today here is, of course, a doggy donut. It's been pretty quiet here today. I'm just about to get a half squid bait out, see if that makes any difference, but dogfish. So the hounds can be very picky this time of year, so I'm going to get half a squid out and see if they'll take that. I mean, there's probably not very many hounds around at the moment, and they're probably not in the numbers, but There's got to be one or two out there. I know there's been reports of them coming in down here, so let's give the squid bait a go, small squid bait a go, and see what happens. We'll probably end up catching a dogfish after dogfish, but you never know. Don't know how well you guys can see this, but look at the colour change of the water out there. Goes all the way along into the harbour. Very strange. Well guys, last cast is just brought in on a softback crab, and look what we got. Target species. It's only a tiny little one, but it's a target species nonetheless. Happy days, only a little pup. But yeah, my first smooth, well, I say it's probably about my third smooth hand this year, about this size, but happy days. Target acquired. Sweet as a gnat. Last cast on a little softback crab. We've got the target species. Not the biggest, but you know. We've got one rod to bring in. Could have dogfish on there because we've got prawn on there, but we shall see in a second. How you all doing? Welcome back to another South Coast Angler channel. So as you can see, I am in the car and I am on a little road trip. I'm heading down to Milford Way, Milford, HORDLE, CLIFFS Way, and we're going to go in search of some rays. So I'm meeting the Sweetcorn kid down there. I think he's going to be down there already. He's down there for about an hour by the time I get there. So hopefully I'll get down there, I'll be able to fish straight away. So that's why I thought I'd do the introduction right now with you while I'm on the way down there. So the baits I'm going to have tonight is going to be squid, sand eel and prawns. The main target is going to be rays, so we're thinking spotted rays, small-eyed rays, undulate rays, thornback rays, and then other targets are probably going to be a smooth hound. So I might chuck a couple prawn baits out and see if we can pick an early smooth hound out down there. But I've never fished the beach before, so it's going to be a little bit new to me. But yeah. We shall see you down there guys, and hopefully we get a few fish tonight and it's a good night. Happy days. See. Well guys, look at that for a sunset. So we've just arrived at our mark, we're just walking down to it now. Oh my god, I think we're in for a good evening. Lovely weather, flat calm seas. It's like a summer's day, but it's only about 6 degrees. Happy days. Let's go down there and get the rod set up. Here he is, Sweetcorn kid. Here we go, the first rod set up in extra quick time. We've got a single sand eel and a small squid bait going out on these sea weights pulling rig. So yeah, happy days. And just as I'm talking and setting up, Stu's just pulled in his first ray of the evening. Happy days! Go on, Sam! Right, here we go. So on the second rod, the one up, one down rig with a rocket lead by sea weights on the bottom and just small sand eel baits. So I'll put half a sandal on each hook and we'll see what happens. We're not going to chuck it too far, probably about 50 yards, and see what we can pick out. I'm going to have one at distance with the bigger baits and one closer in with the slightly smaller baits. Let's get it out. Well guys, there we go, just like that. We are fishing with 2 rods with some good baits on a fantastic evening down here at HORDLE Cliffs. So as you've seen, I've got one smaller bait closer in and one bigger bait further out, and that's going to be the plan for most of the evening. I probably will check out a prawn a bit later on, see if we can pick up a hound nearer the high tide time, which is I think maybe 2.5 hours from now. So yeah, but for now we're just going to sit back, enjoy this scenery, and hopefully in the meantime catch a few fish. So over there you have the needles. Fantastic fishing from the boat. Some extreme tides out there. But yeah, this place is gorgeous. Look at the sceneries down here. Sweet as a nut. So I just brought the first cast in. The bigger bait was completely hammered and stripped, so I don't know whether I missed a fish on that. And the one up, one down rig, the baits weren't really touched. But I've refreshed the baits, done exactly the same again, and we'll see what happens this time. If we don't get any more bites on the two-hook rig, I will change up the baits, maybe put some small squid baits on there, and see if we can pick out a fish. So we just had a bit of a nightmare 5 minutes, to be honest. I baited up my 2-hook, one up, one down rig with some really nice baits, cast it out there, and it just snapped off. I thought, oh, that's a nice cast, it's going miles. I looked down on my reel and my line was hanging off. So we just had to put a new shock leader on. We had a bit of frayed line, I think that was the issue. So we've cut that bit of line off, put a new shock leader on there, and we've now put another pulley rig on there. So we've now got 2 pulley rigs out there, one with a single sand eel and one with a whole squid. I did have a few little rattly bites on the one up, one down rig, but nothing came of it, so I'm guessing it was probably a pout or maybe a whiting, something like that, but it's very small tippy tappies. But we got the baits back out there. It's been very quiet for Stu as well. Just got to wait for the fish to turn up. High tide is in about 40 minutes. So hopefully around high tide we can pull in a fish to save the blank. Well, I've saved the blank on the whole squid. You wait till you see this. Look at that puppy. Absolutely huge. Tiny little conger eel. We're going to get him straight back and get another bait out there. First bite, first fish. It's taken a while. So I'm going to get a prawn bait out there on the pulley rig. It's still quite frozen because it is quite nippy out here tonight. But after seeing that eel, I'm just going to get one of these out here. It's nearly high tide now. Let's see if we can't pick up a hound. Hopefully we can get our first decent hound of the season. Instead of biting the prawn, you've got to bite the prawn. Come on. Someone there. Oh, we've got a fish on. This could be a smooth hound. I've got a fish on, my friend. Could be a hound, it's on a prawn. There's a nice bit of weight there. come on. I think I might have gone over the other side of this rod. Go this way. It's either a hound or an eel. Can't really tell yet. Definitely head shaking there every now and then. I think I might have caught my other line as well. Yeah, I've caught my other line. Maybe it's not a big fish like I was expecting. It's a dog. Wow. It's a dog hooked in a tail. Well, well, well. I thought I was going to be a lot better. Obviously where he's hooked in the tail, he's been giving me a bit of fight. Oh well. Don't know if you can see it. A little dogfish. It's not what we wanted. We wanted a smooth hound on that rod, but we're going to get him back and get our baits back out. Well guys, that's a bit of a result. So the rig I lost earlier snapped off. I've just brought it in on my other rod, and on the end of it we've got a bloody snot stick. But the other bait on the bottom is barely untouched, but at least we've got our nice sea weights rocket lead back. So I'm going to get this guy untangled and we'll get him back. Happy days. At least we cleared a bit of line out the sea. But that is a mess. Right, we're going to bring this rod in. We did have a bite on it, just a pull down. Don't know whether it's going to be another small eel, a dogfish, or maybe a lucky last cast ray. But we'll have a look now and see what we got, I guess. Probably nothing, because the camera's rolling. Nope, nothing. There's nothing there. Bait's probably been robbed by a little eel. We'll see by the state of the rig when it comes in. But just like to say, guys, thank you all for watching this little video. Obviously you've seen 2 sessions and both sessions haven't been great. So unfortunately that's the way of fishing, and you can go to these nice venues after decent catch reports and rumours, this, that, the other, with the same bait, same rigs, etc, etc. But yesterday's fish are probably not there. You know, it is what it is. We did have a bit of a mishap today. We did come to the wrong mark, and I think we're fishing on mud. But ideally for the rays, you want to be fishing predominantly over sand, especially for the small hides and the spotted rays. But that bait looks a little bit mangled, but still untouched. But guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this real fishing video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we shall see you in the next one. Happy days. Take care all.